One of the best ways to make more money in your real estate business is one of the simplest things, but it's not necessarily the most obvious, and it's definitely not the easiest to change. In today's video, I am talking to those of you real estate agents that are worried because interest rates are going up. Maybe you haven't had a closing in a while and you're starting to panic a little bit about money and the future of your business. And be sure to stick around till the end because I'm going to have an awesome resource for you as well. Welcome back, cool kids. I'm Karin with Karin Carr Coaching, and on this channel, I teach real estate agents how to attract more business rather than chase it. You may have noticed recently that I've been moving into a lot more of the mindset coaching. That is because I'm getting certified to be a mindset coach. It has made such a huge difference in my own life and my own business, having a coach, that I just want to be a coach for others, not just a teacher telling you how to make videos. I want to teach you how to master your mind so that you can level up your business and make as much freaking money as you want to make. I've been talking to a lot of agents across the country lately who are very worried about this real estate market. They are hearing so much doom and gloom. We're seeing all of the articles about the housing market crash, inflation, recessions, multiple interest rate hikes in the last 9 months, and they're starting to panic a little bit. In fact, more than one person has said they haven't had a closing in several months, and if this continues, they may have to move back in with their parents, or even worse, go get a real job. So in today's video, I'm going to show you one of the techniques that I've been using in my own life for the past couple of years that has made an enormous difference in my business. In fact, in 2021, my company's revenue broke the 7-figure mark, which is pretty damn awesome. I'm not going to lie. I've been talking a lot about mindset in my coaching program lately because this is the key to everything. So with that, let's jump on over to my brand new whiteboard. Well, crap. Tall girl problems. All of the results that you get in your life are a direct result of the way that you think. The circumstances, the things that are happening in the world have no meaning except the meaning that we give to it. And the way that we know that that's true is, let's say that there is a crazy rainstorm going on outside. I might be like, crap, today is my wedding day. It's pouring rain. Today is the worst. This is going to be a terrible day. The farmer says, hallelujah, it hasn't rained in 2 months. All of my crops were ready to die. Now with this rain, I'm going to be able to sell my crops. Everything's going to be okay. I'll be able to feed my family. So the thought that you have about what's happening in the world directly impacts how you feel about it, the actions that you take, and then the results that you get. So let's say that the circumstances right now are that interest rates have been raised multiple times over the past year. Interest rates have gone up. It is a fact that can be proven in a court of law. It is not good. It is not bad. It just is. How do you think about it? If your thought is, my business is in trouble, my business is going to fail, I will not have any clients, nobody wants to buy and sell because interest rates have gone up, therefore I'm going to go out of business, I'm going to have to go get a real job. That is the thought that you're having about it. Would everybody in the entire world have that same thought? No. Some people might say, good, having like interest rates in the 2s and 3s were artificially low, and that went on for way too long. It's good that we're getting back to a more normal market, a more balanced market. So let's say that your thought is, I will not have any clients. So if you're thinking, I won't have any clients, then that means I won't have any money, which means I don't have a business. I'm going to be in trouble. I'm not going to make any money this year. My 2022 is going to suck. I will not be making any money. So how does that make you feel? Well, it doesn't make you feel very good. It probably makes you feel afraid, worried, panicked. Let's say that you feel fear. You are afraid that you're not going to be able to sell any houses this year, and therefore you're not going to earn a good business. So what actions do you take as a result of being afraid? Maybe you eat a little too much. We do a little self-consoling with the carbs, right? I know that I did that a lot in 2020. Like, carbs were the thing that kept me sane for the first half of 2020. What about drinking a little too much? What about just worrying? What about trying to take your mind off it and Netflixing a little too much? Maybe you complain a lot on social media and you complain to your friends. You get with these other people who have the same fear that you do, and it kind of feeds off each other, doesn't it? You start to complain to your friend, they're complaining to you. You guys just go in this constant circle of worrying and stressing and freaking each other out, and it's not really productive, is it? It doesn't really ever help very much. Maybe you judge yourself and you tell yourself that if you were a better real estate agent, you would know what to do. Maybe you tell yourself that if you were better, you would have a more successful business. And so you're beating yourself up for things that were completely outside of your control. I mean, I don't control interest rates. So to beat myself up over something that happened as an external thing in the world, that doesn't do me any good either. And maybe you decide that you're going to educate yourself more. So you start enrolling in more courses. You start taking more CE classes. You start going to all these trainings that your brokerage or that your local association offers you. Now, education is awesome. I am a lifelong learner. I love getting designations. I love learning and constantly trying to improve myself. But if you only consume and you never actually put it into action, then nothing happens. Like I can take all the classes in the world and say, yeah, that makes so much sense. Like, oh, what a great idea. I should totally do that. And then if I never totally do that, then I'm not going to see any difference. I'm not going to see any result because I never took the action. So I'm consuming content, but I'm not putting it into action. The interest rates have gone up, and you're thinking, I'm not going to have any clients. I'm not going to make any money. I'm not going to have a very good business this year. And that makes you afraid. So, when we are afraid, we tend to distract ourselves by other things that are really counterproductive, right? We are overeating, we're over drinking, we're watching too much Netflix, we're worrying, we're complaining to our friends and maybe to our spouse. I'm beating myself up. I am consuming lots of educational content, but I'm not actually acting on any of the stuff that I'm learning. And so the result is that I am more likely to not have any clients and not have a good business and not make any money. It is a total self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, that's kind of the harsh reality, right? When I first learned this self coaching model, it was like I had been smacked upside the head with a frying pan. It was harsh. It was hard to see this, to know that, yeah, this is what I'm afraid of happening. And guess what? That's what's going to happen. And why is it going to happen? Because of the way that I think about it. So the good news is your thoughts are completely optional. You can decide what you want to think. You do not have to think this thought. And if this thought is not working for you and it's not going to give you the results that you want, you can change it at any time. Now, will it be easy? No. This might be a thought that you've had for a very long time. This might be a thought that is deeply ingrained with you since you've been a little kid, and it's going to take some work to get over it. But the good news is that you can get over it. And if you decide that you want to get over it, you can use this with any part of your life. You can use this if you want to lose weight. You can use this if you want to make more money in your business. You can use this if you want to learn a new skill. You can use this if you want to improve your relationship with your spouse or your children. You can use this in any part of your life, and it will make a huge difference. So if this is the model we've got going on now, what is a thought that would be more useful to us? What is a thought that might help us? What if the thought is 2022 is going to be the best year I've ever had in business? The circumstances are the same. Interest rates have gone up. But my thought is, this is going to be an amazing year. I'm going to kill it with my business. How does that make me feel? That makes me feel determined. It makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel like I am a badass because I am in control of my destiny. I am in control of my business. I decide what's going to happen, and I want it to be a good thing rather than a bad thing. So all I have to do is change my thought. So let's say that the new feeling would be powerful. I'm in control. I feel powerful. Because I'm feeling powerful, what actions am I going to take? Well, I'm not going to be over drinking, and I'm not going to be overeating, and I'm not going to be watching Netflix for 4 hours every single night. I'm going to sit down and look at my business and say, what are the things that bring revenue to my business? It is lead generating activities, things that will bring me leads, which turn into clients, which turn into contracts, which turn into closings and commission checks. Those are the things that put money into the business bank account, that put a roof over my head and food in my belly. So how do we get more leads? Well, there's a million different ways that you can do it. There's no right answer or wrong answer. You know what my favorite answer is? My favorite answer is making YouTube content, because the clients that find me from my YouTube channel end up being lifelong friends and amazing clients to work with. And by the way, it was 100% free. So YouTube is my lead gen platform of choice. And I will link a video up above if you want to go deeper with the strategy with me. But I would be making more videos. I would decide that video is an important strategy for my business growth. And I would figure out, how can I make more videos and put them out into the world more frequently? How can I be better at the videos that I'm making? How could I double the amount of views that I'm getting? How could I double the amount of leads that are coming in on a weekly, monthly, daily basis? What could I do that would make the difference to help get more leads? And so, what is the result of doing all of those actions? I'm more likely to have an amazing year, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, do you see what I'm saying? You get to decide what the result will be by what you think up here. If you don't like this, change this. I know it sounds overly simplistic, but it really does work that way. Have you joined my community on Circle yet? After I was kicked off of Facebook, I created a whole new community on a platform called Circle. It is totally free for you to join, and I talk about a lot of stuff like this over there. So come and geek out with me over on Circle, and I will see you inside the circle.